Saka ndakazobata foni yake. Ndakaona mune 22 kwaanogara mudanana nawo.
Makaona ichi?
22 vari mudanana nawo.
Pafoni?
Mameseji akari mufoni, mamwe ari kuWhatsApp, mamwe matesti. Vachirobvera vandoonana, vandoita bonde iri.
22.
I ran into this story earlier this week about a man who had a promiscuous wife with 22 boyfriends. At that time, to be honest, it was kind of funny, almost unbelievable. Like with many other people who thought we heard the story, they thought it was fake. They thought it was just Showtime TV. Then I moved on with my life until again we had an update on that story. I bumped into the update of that very story.
Hello. Murume Mukadzi wezviKomba 22 Akazviuraira.
No.
Yes. Akazviuraira akanga handonga kutadza kuzvikontrola kana kutadza kuzvidzora akanga iye kunzi varume biyake katata kumuti wakadyiswa akamwa poison akafa akatovigwa.
Now, let's just get this out of the way. Shaming is bad. You know, it's just best to give a brother advice politely and kindly and be compassionate, be human, not be a social media troll, of which this is something that might have contributed to his death, and I'm ashamed for my other brothers for doing that. But next time things like this happen, be kind and be polite. You give advice, but in a very polite and insightful way, like how I'm about to do right now.
Whoa, it's now not that funny, is it? Like, what the hell? This is another Zimbabwean man who has killed himself over a woman. Yeah, we lost another one, bros. So let me lend a few thoughts on this dilemma and also as a general overarching commentary on the issues that may be similar. And what I really think about men who kill themselves over a relationship, maybe I may save future lives. I wonder the atmosphere must have been like at this guy's funeral. Those eyes and those whispers against the wife, they'll be like, we here ninya yemukadzi uyu. Tiri pano ninya yemukadzi uyu.
Akatodyisa mwana wedu. I, like them, was shocked this woman wasn't shown the door already. But while Tete Tilda and the doctors blamed most of the situation on evil spirits and curses, I would like to give a more grounded explanation about the male psychology as to why this was happening. The truth about the world is, if you lack enlightenment, people are not going to hand it to you. People are just going to take advantage of the small enlightenment that you already have. That's real life, bro. That's real talk.
In my opinion, there was nothing to fix this marriage. It was damaged beyond repair. There was no trust, no respect, no loyalty, no boundaries with the wife. But the fact that the husband still took time to call Tete Tilda shows that he still believed there was still a glimmer of hope, which wasn't there, and the host definitely agreed.
Alright, Bamnin, I have one question for you. Why do you still love it?
This is the biggest mistake this guy made, was making it evident that he never was going to leave no matter what his wife did.
Why?
No matter if he shouts, screams, and even in this case he actually broke her arm while he assaulted her, the true way to gain a woman's respect is making it apparent that you have boundaries, and like the police or the justice system, enforcing consequences when those lines are crossed.
And the line every man is supposed to be able to enforce is the line that they can walk away.
This is where Andrew Tate comes in. Hate him or love him, this guy has advice that can save many men's lives.
Most men are not prepared to walk away.
Yep.
And if you're not prepared to walk away, you don't have any weapons.
Exactly.
If she knows no matter what you won't leave, then what weapons do you have? Imagine a girl came to you and she said, no matter what you do, no matter how many times you cheat, no matter what, I will never leave.
Right.
You go, what you do? I know I do.
Yeah.
So this is the point. So as a man, if you're never prepared to walk away, you're never going to be respected. Respect and the woman thinking, you know what, he might just leave me, are linked. They have to be there. So you have to mean what you say. You have to let her know, look, there's some things I won't tolerate. And if you with me, I'm going to walk away.
What is the furthest boundary one can cross in a marriage that surpasses wrecking a body count of 22 men at a single time? And those are the men that we only know.
If a woman is able to tell that you cannot walk away from the relationship despite anything that she does, then you're in trouble. But unfortunately, this is the point this guy had already reached with his wife. She knew she had him. She knew he wasn't going to do He was never going to abandon her under any condition. You could tell by her mere tone, it was just too relaxed for someone who did what she did.
Vanava vese wairara navo. Vanhu vawaisangana navo kupi? Aiwa, like kuzosvika pakufonderana unenge wavawana kupi?
Zvakakurerukira kungobvisa woshama pamberi pevarume, and not only kushama kuti adatora.
It's admirable that you would want to stay for love and whatnot, but there comes a time where a man has to have an honest conversation with himself of whether he is getting what he is giving. Like 50 Cent once said, how long will you continue loving something that does not love you back? Ask yourself, is this love you are breaking your back for being truly appreciated and respected by someone who is racking body counts like Cristiano Ronaldo used to rack UEFA Champions League goals? I mean, these are the days of uncertainty of the AIDS community where the USA has been pulled by the radical Donald Trump. Only God knows what this may or may not mean for the ARV drug programs. And you're willing to take this kind of risk? Come on, man. Man, sometimes we have to weigh the pros and the cons here. It's admirable, even kind of sweet, that he may want to stay for the children or the child since they had a kid, but still considering his wife's behavior, is the kid really his? Which is something they actually touched on as well.
How do you even know kuti mwana ndewako?
Given the situation.
Anyway, the guy eventually killed himself, which is so unfortunate and tragic. I think he was a good man tied with a woman who didn't value him or herself, to be honest, because like I said, 22 men at the same time. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm not saying rejection isn't painful. It sure is. And emotions have a way of making you feel like the rejection misery will never end, which is a lie because they always do subside. Because negative emotions always do subside if you give them time to do so. That's the problem with people who react to emotions. They don't give them time to be processed. Emotions need to be processed. Just don't trust your ability to make decisions while you are fresh off being hurt. Or when you're in the thick stronghold of anger or depression. I promise you it will save lives.
So I think of this as limiting the downside of the rejection. Anytime you find yourself about to send a text or make a phone call or make a decision in this moment that could be damaging, say to yourself, I'm going to delay my reaction until I can trust the person who's reacting to make the right decision. If I still want to do that thing in a month or send that text in a month or in a week or whenever, if I still want to do that thing, if it still feels like a good idea, fine, I can do it. But I'm not going to do it now. And I guarantee 9 times out of 10, with a little thought and a little clarity, you will thank yourself.
Why?
And men finally need to know that there are much worse things in life than just a mere breakup with a woman.
These men have never been through any kind of emotional trauma. So the idea of breaking up with a woman is big to them. I've been through, when you've been through real shit, a breakup just doesn't become that real anymore. You know, I've had people try to kill me. I have stab wounds. Tell me again about this girl who doesn't text you back. Like, who gives a shit? There's people in Syria getting bombed.
Yeah.
You know, like, you have to get some perspective and just realize you're being, like, there's real trauma out here in the world. Terrible things happen day after day. And here you are, alive and breathing and perfectly healthy, and you're going to cry over some bitch? Just man up.
There are men in Congo who are being forced to rape their own mothers too. There are people who have cancer who are about to go into a theater and they've just been told by the doctor that it's 50-50 that they will make it out alive. So tell us more about your separation from a skank who was sleeping with the whole nation. Being single isn't a death sentence, my brothers.
But being with someone who can give you AIDS can actually be a death sentence.
It is possible to live a solitary life until you find a woman who truly is worth your time, money, and effort. Not some trash on the side of the street that is peddled by every jacking Jew on the side of the road.
I'm gonna leave you with another message from another well-known chauvinist in here, Shadaya. When he commented on this guy who murdered his ex-girlfriend's children just because she had rejected him, he said on that podcast,
my message, or the message is always this: when a woman says she's no longer interested in you, you walk away. You simply walk away. There's no need for you to be violent, to be dramatic in any way. You see, women, that's the thing. Before you fall in love with a woman, fall in love with their purpose. These are men with no purpose. That's why you'd kill yourself. You think, honestly, me, let's say a guy like me, if a woman was to cheat on me, I would actually get to such extremes of saying, killing her or committing a crime or even ending my life. I've got a bigger purpose than, the relationship. So I can't kill myself. But when you don't have anything to do meaningful with your life, you're going to think a woman is your purpose. That's how you end up doing these stupid things.
Yeah, it's quite sad.
It's stupid.
Especially, taking your life.
It's actually stupid.
Or taking someone's life.
It's very stupid. When you could simply walk away.
Now, you don't have to necessarily be rich, but it's essential that you have to have purpose.
Number 4 is ambition. A man who is driven and ambitious and has a clear idea of what he wants in life is highly attractive to many women. I think ambition shows that a man is capable of setting and achieving goals, which can be a turn on for many women.
When a man has a clear sense of purpose, it often translates into confidence, ambition, and passion, qualities that can be very attractive for potential partners, even in the aftermath of a rejection. So it's only inevitable that you're going to meet someone else if you have these qualities. Furthermore, having a sense of purpose can help both partners maintain their individuality within the relationship, which can prevent codependency and promote healthy personal growth. Because let's be honest, if people are able to go to this kind of lengths to save a relationship, the relationship wasn't healthy to begin with. That's unfortunate. A relationship should not be the purpose. Your meaning to life should be independent to the woman, such that when things fall apart in that relationship, there's still that main department in your life that is still objectively unaffected, which makes it easier to move on.